Hey guys, this is RD Techie, and in today's video, we're gonna do the long-awaited, long time coming review of the Razer Kraken X USB Ultralight headset. I've been using this since I got it about a month and a half ago, so I got some awesome things to say and also not so awesome things to say about this thing. So I'll see you all on the other side of the intro. Right, so what I am going to do for this review is start off with things I like. So it's going to be a set of pros and cons, but mostly things I like definitely outweigh the things I don't like when it comes to this headset. So I thought I'll just start that right off. So the first thing I like is the build quality. Even though it's mostly plastic, to make sure it's light, it is quite comfortable because these ear cups are very soft to the touch and they're kind of cold to the touch. Actual leather. It is not plastic leather or anything like that. So what you get is a thing that's durable and works well in heat. Now you might think, wait, leather and humidity, really? It's a valid thought, but here's the thing. I've been using this non-stop and never once have I thought, oh my god, my ears are so hot, or my ears are too spicy, or it's feeling too sweaty. It's not. They are very comfortable, and because they're lightweight, you can use it for a long time, and I do, and I have had like 12-hour streams and 10-hour streams wearing this. I've had no issues. I haven't felt uncomfortable one bit. So that's something I wanted to make sure you guys knew about, because it's something that affected me in my last headset. I loved it, but it was heavy. So after a while, it would start hurting me right about here and here. You know, the temple, or not the temple, I don't know what, the squeeze pressure points right about here. It will hurt. These ones are very, very light, so you do not have to deal with that. The next thing I like about it is the fact that these numbers, I did mention this in the unboxing, they're really cool. So say you have to pack it up and go, you pull it back, and then you just remember it was at level 4. And then it's easy to, you know, make sure it's equal, or in some cases not equal if you need it that way. But it's pretty cool. And also the next thing I like about it, is sticking with the build quality, is the RGB, or actually the lack of RGB. I'm not a huge fan of RGB, but this is perfect for me. It's simple, it's subtle, but it's there. So it's to me, that's way better than have lights run around all over. And you have 3 options with this light. You have the option to have it pulse. You have the option to switch it off. You also have the option to have it on all the time, like I have. And I think is pretty cool, and I really like this design, and I like the blacked out look with just the branding on top. Compared to the Razer green headsets, I'm not a big fan of that. So as far as the looks and build quality is concerned, that's a lot of pluses for me. I really enjoy that headset for what it is, and it's very cheap, and it's very light, and it's very comfortable. That's a huge plus coming from me. Now when we go in about sound quality, that's also for me a good thing, because the sound is not very bass oriented. So when you're talking about games, when you're walking on sand, you're walking on glass or wood, it actually, you can spot the difference. You have a little crunchier sound. It's a little bit more clearer than the cheap bass oriented headsets you get. Now if you're a music lover, that might change for you, but when it's talking about sound quality in gaming, this really hits the spot for me, and it's really good. And I really enjoyed having the simulated 7.1 surround. It has moments where it's not very accurate, but it does have really good, simple to set up with the whole code thing that Razer is doing that came in the box. Very easy to set up, and when you jump into a game, you can definitely sense that the sounds are coming from different directions. And as far as the horizontal plane is concerned, when it comes to vertical up and down, it can get kind of miscued. So when it comes to the simulated 7.1 surround running through the app on your PC, you will not have that when you connect it to a adapter to your phone or PS4. But you will have it on your PC, and when it comes to it, you have two options. You can switch it off or you can switch it on. When you switch it on, it basically feels like it boosts the volume. I believe it boosts certain levels of the wavelength, and it helps you with it, but it does do well with directional audio. So I have to give my props to that, because I think it is honestly a very well done simulated 7.1 surround system. But also sticking with things I like, I love this button. This button is a mute button. Now, if you click on it, it mutes your microphone instantly, no matter what software you're using. Click it again, and you're back to unmute yourself. The best thing about it, when you click, it juts out just a bit right there. So when you run your finger over it, it's very clear that you're mute. So if you're talking and your friends aren't listening, you can check if they're just not listening to you or if you're mute. Most probably, they're just not listening to you. I also like the volume rocker thing. It's very good. It does accidentally lead to, like, whenever you touch it, it's a little too sensitive for my taste. It's very trigger happy. It just goes up and down as it wants and as it likes. So that's there. That said, though, it is honestly not that big a deal, because if you just, you know, tap it down, you just pull it right back up. I mean, it's a volume rocker. It's not really that big of an annoyance. Now we're gonna slide over into things I don't like, or the cons of this headset. Starting with the fact that it has an issue. The biggest issue I feel about it, when you're wearing the headset, you don't have music or anything like that. If you don't have much of music, it has this small, faint hiss that comes out of the left ear cup, and I believe it's because it has some issues with the mic and the ear cup. Yeah, ear cup. The speaker on the left ear cup and the mic having some sort of a conflict, and that's causing it. So that is the biggest issue. So I looked up online, and it does seem to be the case with most Razer headsets, especially the Kraken series, that this thing is there. This is only evident, I would say, when you have nothing going on. When you have no music, no game, no one talking to you. As soon as you play some music, as soon as you play a game, or you start a game up and there's some sounds coming through it, it kind of fades away and it's no longer a big issue. But it is something I thought I would mention. It's especially noticeable if you're muting yourself, which is why I think it's definitely something to do with the conflict between the mic and the speaker. So if you mute yourself, you have a reminder that it's, oh my god, you're mute, because you have that sort of like this static hiss on your left ear cup. So that's something you have to remember when you're getting this headset. So if that's something that would be a trigger for you with headaches and things, I would say avoid Razer headsets. Go for something different. Go for Red Dragon. They make pretty good stuff. I haven't used any. I used Cosmic Bite, Red Gear, and they're both, while on the heavier side and cheaper, they haven't had this issue, so I thought I would do it. The second thing is, I will say, the flimsiness of the plastic. It is not weak by any means. I will say that. I have dropped it a couple of times, no issues. It hasn't broken. It's fallen off my desk, fallen off my hands, and just literally just dropped it accidentally every now and again. No issues there, but it does feel very fragile because of a plasticiness. I mean, you know, it feels like it could fall apart, and that's really not a negative per se, but it's something that you need to consider when you're making a decision about buying it or not. Now, this being a USB headset and no 3.5mm, you're gonna have to sacrifice on sound quality and volume when it comes to PS4. As soon as you plug this in, you will get the sound. You are not gonna get the 7.1. You will get decent stereo sound, but it's going to be really low volume. But I have to say that's the case with any USB headset on a PlayStation because it's just the way it is. I don't know if it's a power issue with USB not giving enough power to the headset. I don't know if it's something with Sony, so I don't know the details, but it is across the board with any USB headset on a PS4. So if you're using it for a PS4, I would say get a 3.5 mm headset. That way you can plug straight into the controller, and I've had better experience with sound that way. Sticking to things that I am not a fan of this headset is this mic. Now, I'm not saying this mic is bad. It is not. It is not bad at all. But to me, it's a little too sensitive to be a mic that's very close to your face, or in an environment there might be some noises. While it says it's cordioid, it is really not. It's kind of like omnidirectional, because I have a ceiling fan and it picks up the ceiling fan when I lean back. And when I'm speaking, and I'll do a mic test for you guys right after. Hey guys, this is a mic test with the Razer Kraken X. I do not have my fan on, so there's very little ambient sounds, and this is the quality of the mic found on the headset. And this is the sound that we get with the mic with the fan on. This is what I mean about it capturing so much of the ambient noises around you, even though it is supposedly a cordioid mic. So I'll let you guys decide the quality right there. Mic for me is a minus, and not just because it's not working. I wish it went in, because I know some Razer headsets you just slide right in there. I wish it gave me that option, and it's honestly not the best mic there is. And while the price point is understandable, competitors like in this price range, when you're talking about, you have Red Gear, you have Red Dragon, you have Cosmic Byte in India itself, then you have you know, Ekta, and you have so many options in this price range. So, and then I personally feel their mics are a little bit better than this one. So that's a huge minus for me. It's too sensitive to be a mic on a headset. It's probably good if you're capturing ambient noises, but even then the clarity is not there. So it just captures noises for noise's sake. So I thought that is something that bothers me quite a bit. But that's it. Oh, one more thing. This cord, this is a minus for me. This is a really good cord. That's not the minus. It's really nice. It's kind of like this weird braided rubbery feel. The issue I have with this cord, and some headsets in general, it's a little too firm. It starts to coil up. And the only way you can uncoil it, you have to plug it out, you have to pull it up, stretch it away, and then it uncoils, and then you pull it back in. So it's kind of like a little annoying. It can get annoying because it can start coiling up randomly for no reason. So I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of this cord, but that's not a huge negative. It's something that it's gonna be up to you. I mean, you could just unplug and pull it out every time. You know, it's not a big deal. So that's pretty much it, actually. My review of this headset is that it has a lot of positives, but it does have some huge negatives as well. So something you need to consider. I love it. After saying all this, considering the negatives, considering all that, I absolutely love this headset because in my hometown, it can get very hot and humid. These things are godsend. They're so soft. You don't get sweaty ears. You don't get it. You don't feel that spicy earness. Or I don't know if that's the word, but you know, you don't feel like your ears getting too spicy, and it's comfortable, and you can wear it for so long, and your ears don't hurt. It's brilliant, and I don't think this version has them, but I know the old Kraken X version actually has a little slit on either side, a little indentation on either side, so that you can wear glasses, and it'll go into that indentation. So I don't wear glasses, so I don't know if they're comfortable or not comfortable, but I will say that this, for what I paid for it, for the price range, I am very happy with it because it is from Razer. The 7.1 quality to me is amazing. It was a huge step up from my old Red Gear Cosmos, and also a huge step up in clarity of the sound. So I'm a huge fan of this headset. But go into it knowing that you're going to have to deal with that hissing sound. The fact that it's completely plastic, so build quality is a little you know, durability is a bit of a question mark. And most importantly, don't go for it if you really need this mic to work as a content creator, because this mic is not a good option. If you're a content creator, you need to look at some mics. I'm gonna be doing some video comparing some mics I've used later down the line, but this is not a mic you want if you're going into buying this as to use as a content creator, using this as your primary mic. It is a way too sensitive for that. I mean, unless you live somewhere where you don't have to worry about fans or AC or any sort of, you're basically completely soundproofed, this thing will pick it up. It's very sensitive. The mic test, as you guys have seen, I put it in there. But let me know what you guys think. Do you think this is worth the price? Do you think Razer's branding is why the price is actually higher than some of its competitors and the quality is pretty much the same? Or do you think this actually gives you bang for buck? Let me know in the comments, and I have more videos on the unboxing of this, unboxing of other tech, and other tutorials as well. And if you like what you see, hit that like button, subscribe, and stay around. So I'll catch you guys later. This has been a review of the Razer Kraken X Ultralight USB headset, and I gotta say, for me, this thing, it's the thumbs up. I'll catch you guys in the next video. As always, stay home, stay safe, stay healthy, and wash your hands. I'll see you in the next one.